The Keddie Cabin Murders. Part 2. 3 years after the tragedy, an event occurred that shocked investigators. In April 1984, a man collecting bottles in a remote area of Butte County discovered a human skull. Nearby were bones and pieces of children's clothing. The examination confirmed the terrible truth. The remains belonged to 8-year-old Tina Sharp, the girl who had disappeared on the night of the mass murder in Keddie. For the family, it was a devastating blow. Any hope that Tina might still be alive vanished forever. But the new discovery raised even more questions. Why did the killer abduct only Tina? Why were her remains found nearly 100 kilometers away from Keddie? And most importantly, what happened after the girl was taken from the house? The investigation continued, but there were no clear answers. With each passing year, the case became more and more complicated. Dozens of witness statements remained in police files, but many of them contradicted each other. Some residents of the town claimed they had heard strange noises that night. Others reported seeing unfamiliar vehicles near the Sharp family home. However, no theory was able to lead investigators to a final answer. Special attention once again focused on Marty Smart. According to acquaintances, he behaved suspiciously calm after the murders. Moreover, one of his friends later told police that Smart may have confessed to being involved in the crime. But there was still not enough evidence. Years passed. Many people believed that the mystery of Keddie would never be solved. However, in 2013, the investigation unexpectedly received a second chance. New detectives decided to re-examine the old case files. They discovered serious mistakes that had been made during the original investigation. Some important pieces of evidence had never been properly examined, and some information had never even been included in the official reports. During a new examination of the crime scene, a previously unknown piece of evidence was discovered. An old hammer was found near the cabin. Investigators believed it could have been connected to the murders. The discovery once again attracted media attention and public interest. People began asking, had the killer been known to the police all along? And if so, why was he never arrested? Despite new research and modern forensic methods, the case remained unsolved. But investigators still had one more unexpected twist waiting ahead. The Keddie Cabin Murders. Part 3. Final. After the case was reopened, investigators began carefully reviewing all the mistakes that had been made in 1981. The deeper they dug into the case files, the more strange details they discovered. Some documents had disappeared from the archives. Part of the evidence had been lost, and several witnesses claimed that important information had been deliberately ignored. Detectives came to the conclusion that the original investigation may have been conducted extremely poorly, or possibly that someone had intentionally interfered with solving the crime. The main suspects remained Marty Smart and his acquaintance John Boubede. Both men were near the crime scene on the night of the murders. According to witnesses, they may have had conflicts with people connected to the Sharp family. Investigators also learned that the suspects left the area after the murders. However, by that time, too many years had already passed. Many witnesses had died. Some evidence had been lost forever, and potential suspects could no longer be fully questioned. As a result, no charges were ever filed. More than 40 years have passed. Cabin number 28 has long since been demolished. In its place remains only an empty clearing among the trees. But the memory of that night still lives on in the history of American criminal investigations. For many researchers, this case became a symbol of how mistakes made during the first hours of an investigation can permanently prevent the truth from being discovered. Who killed Sue Sharp, John Sharp, and Dana Wingate? Why was Tina Sharp the only one abducted? How many criminals were inside the cabin that night? And could the killer have lived freely for decades while police searched unsuccessfully for answers? To this day, the Keddie Cabin Murders case officially remains unsolved. Investigators continue to study the old case files and hope that modern DNA technology will one day help bring this horrifying story to a close. But for now, the mystery of Keddie remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in American history. If you enjoyed this story, write your theory of what happened in the comments. Perhaps your perspective will help shed new light on one of America's most mysterious criminal cases.